Alrighty, welcome back to Aerith's Revenge Challenge. Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome back, Twitch. So, we have a lot to talk about. First of all, I'm getting over a cold that I got this weekend. Got it Saturday. Felt like crap Sunday. Today's Monday. I feel a lot better Monday. Feel a lot better today. But my voice is still a little bass. So, stick with me here. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better today, so it's not too big of a deal. But so secondly, we're on the Steam version. We're on the Steam version of Final Fantasy VII. What's going on? So last week we figured out probably the coolest like manipulation I've ever seen in this game. Like out of everything we've ever done in this game, it actually blows my mind that we were able to use, of all things, the Junon elevator glitch to skip into Underwater Reactor after setting our game moment to Gold Saucer to basically rescue Cait Sith. So that's like insane. And that's where we're at right now on PS1. But I asked you guys last week, would you like to do some science to see what other things we could potentially do with Aerith with the Disc 1 skip before moving on with the PS1 playthrough, and you guys said yes. So that is why we're here on the Steam version. This has nothing to do with the challenge run. This is science to see what else we can potentially do before we get back to the PS1 run. So with that, I'm going to plop this up here because I already know people are going to watch 2 episodes from now and be like, why isn't he on anymore? So we're on the Steam version. We'll leave this here until we get off the Steam version so you know the difference. But we're on the Steam version, and I have a save here. This is right after Medial, and we've done Disc 1 skip. I juiced up my characters so that we can get through stuff fast. But we are basically where we were on PS1 before going and rescuing Cait Sith. So there is a few things that I would like to try. The first thing I'd like to do is I would like to go to City and see if it's possible to play all the way through Disc 1. Actually, before we do that, I would like to see if we can do Cosmo Canyon, although I don't know if that's possible. Let's go get... Oh, by the way, I wanted to show this. It wasn't super obvious when we were playing the PS1 version because I named Cloud C. But when we do this skip, Cait Sith is Cloud, is young Cloud. And so it literally, like, his name is Cloud because he's young Cloud. So every time you talk to Cait Sith, his name is just Cloud, which I think is so hilarious. And this did happen on PS1, but because we named him C, and Cait Sith's name is also Cait Sith, it didn't look that goofy. But when you name Cloud correctly, you know, he just gets the name Cloud, and that's so funny to me. So anyways, let's go fix... Well, I guess we don't need to fix Cait Sith. We just want to set our game moment. We want to set our game moment to Disc 1. So let's go do this. And then we just won't worry about getting Cait Sith and going through all of Dine's crap yet. select the other thing, but it's fine. We can watch the Goofy cutscene again. A lot of people are asking what's the disc 3 version of this. We should definitely do that at some point. Midgar should be fine. Midgar shouldn't be affected at all. Konika ride to the saucer. Also, I got a new monitor. I finally got myself a 4K monitor. I'm still getting used to it. Final Fantasy VII looks kind of crazy on it because I have, what do you call it, HDR or whatever on. So the colors like really pop. Yeah, I gotta get I'm getting a new capture card as well because my capture card doesn't go through this monitor correctly because it wants to do either 4K at 30 FPS or 2K, and this monitor doesn't take 2K. Okay, so we're officially on disc 1. Now let's see what happens if we go to Cosmo Canyon. I want to say we tried this on PS1. I just don't remember what happened. Okay, it is working. But the problem here was that cutscene. Right? That's what happened, right? The cutscene got messed up. So, here's my first question. Here's my first test. What if we were on disc 3? What if we came back on disc 3 and tried to do this? Would maybe the disc 3 cutscene not break? Because I really want to do Cosmo Canyon because it might allow us to get Yuffie. And that's kind of my goal right now. I want to see if we can get Yuffie and Kate Sith on the same file. That would be incredible. Okay, so this still works. The question is what cutscene is it going to give us? Yeah, I don't need the RetroTink 4K right now. I have my other capture card, so I can capture all my old stuff still. And I'm just going to have a separate capture card for the PS5. I don't need to see the NES in 4K. It's not going to look any different from 1080. And this monitor can do 1080, so it works out fine. Let's see. Yep, it just crashed. I don't know what'll happen on PS1, but it'll probably also crash. So that's a no-go. I think Cosmo Canyon's going to be a no-go pretty much forever. Which is unfortunate, because that was our best lead to potentially getting Yuffie. Alright, so next question. Actually, you know what? Because I know people have asked, and now's the perfect time to do it. Just for fun. just for fun, what does the gold saucer cutscene look like on disc 3? It'll come. Give it a second. OBS is slow. Promise you didn't miss anything. It was me loading the incorrect save on accident. That's why it got confused. Because I opened the game, loaded the wrong save, and then immediately closed it. And OBS was like, what the heck? What is brother doing? The blame emotes are too good. Alright, what do we get? Might just crash. It crashed. So, there you go. RIP. Alright. So, the next thing I want to try, which realistically, this shouldn't really matter much. Like, I don't think this is something we want to do, because we're not really going to get much out of it. But I want to see what happens if we go back to City and try to play all the way through again. Because that was my next idea for... do you know what else that means, too? That means we have to watch this cutscene. Or else when we get to disc 3, the game will crash. So, like, we gotta make sure we go to Gold Saucer at least once on disc 2. Or else, the game will crash when we get to disc 3. But, I don't care about that at the moment, so... Anyways, it was my idea to try this before we figured out the Junon elevator thing. So I'm curious if this would also work. Make sure you keep your chat relatively PG or else you'll get auto-modded. Alright, so this still works. Should be 2 episodes every day. Every day, 6 o'clock and 6:30, 2 episodes come out. Whenever we do these everyday playthroughs, which are pretty rare. Did it when Rebirth came out. Did it for Scavenger 9 near the end. Now we're doing it for this. That scared the crap out of me. I was not prepared. I was not prepared for Diamond Weapon's face to immediately pop up. Oh my god, that terrified me. I was... freaking sudden Digimon face. Thought Skull Greymon was about to eat me. Holy crap. I also love that it's Diamond Weapon like dying too. That's so good. That is so good. That is incredible. Oh my god. I'll turn this down a little bit. It's a little loud. Holy crap. He was too young. What if by some, like, crazy coincidence, the cutscene was actually the trigger to, like, open that? And we could, like, just go fight Sephiroth right now. He was 1 week away from retirement. Alright, so far everything's working. Oh, what's gonna happen here? Like, on PS1, I wonder what happens here. Does it, like, ask you for Disc 2 even though you're already on it? What if you have to, like, take out Disc 2 and then put it back in? Like, the game won't continue until it, like... you have to, like, trick the console. It might just load right away, yeah. Man, that would be hilarious, though. Just go right ahead. Here's a question. Could we trick the game into, like, putting us back on Disc 2 with that? Also, just let me do this. Because the flag for the other stuff's already done. So just let me do this. I think once you're on Disc 3, though... Dude, I don't know. That's actually kind of wild. Like, I don't know how that would work. So you get to Disc 3, and then you go back and you do Gold Saucer to set your game moment back before Death Scene, and then you do Death Scene on Disc 3. Would the console, like, put you back on Disc 2? And then you'd probably just be soft locked. You'd have no way to get back to Disc 3. The FMV might crash, though. Probably would. Why does this look so bad on Steam? This looks better on console. Maybe it's just my monitor. I think it's just my monitor. My 4K monitor is too powerful for this. It's like 144 hertz refresh rate, and this is like... Actually, I think this runs to like 60, doesn't it? Monitors like this is too powerful. Need that Tink 4K? This is the Steam version, I can't. That wouldn't work. It looked fine on console. Oh, it's just 30 FPS on PC, that's why it looks bad to me. I'm really good at this part on keyboard, by the way. I hold the IL world record for this on keyboard. It's 7 minutes. How does he do it? Get owned. Just murdered a Moogle in cold blood. So I did some science on the bunnies, and I still haven't finished it yet. Oh, this guy already knows who we are. We don't have to talk to him. I did some science on the bunnies because some people pointed out that a big shot missed on the bunny during this playthrough. And I posted it on the Final Fantasy Discord, and I was like, do you guys know why this missed? Because, like, these don't normally miss. Like, limits can't normally miss, and Barrett didn't even have Fury. And so, Dash Retro looked into the mechanics of the jumping, and apparently those bunnies have a line of code that gives them a 25% chance to dodge anything. But it's kind of weird how it works, and I'm not exactly sure how it works because I was trying to get an Omni Slash to miss, and I couldn't get the Omni Slash to miss. So I have to do some more testing to figure out how that works. But apparently, yeah, the bunnies have this really weird, like, 25% chance to just dodge something. And, like, the dodge is, like, 255 dexterity dodge. It's like a ghost. Like, when the ghosts go invisible, that kind of dodge. Yeah, so we don't have to do this puzzle now. So, it's really interesting. Yeah, I never knew about that. So I'm going to try to get... I want to try to get an Omni Slash to miss against a bunny, because I think it'd be funny. Also, speaking of the Final Fantasy VII community, people are asking about Disc 1 skip and, like, what's happening with it, with the speedrun. I went the wrong way. They're currently doing a vote to decide what to do with Disc 1 skip. They just released it, like, a few days ago. So the whole community is voting on whether or not Disc 1 skip is going to be its own category or connected category or whatever. I'm sticking with what I said before, where I'm like 99.9% sure it is not going to be like the any percent category isn't going to be combined for like multiple reasons. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to become its own any percent category, and then slots and no slots are going to become like a legacy category, which is what I voted. Even though I'm one of like a couple people who have done Disc 1 skip, I voted for it to be its own category because it doesn't make sense to take the other categories away. How's it going, Andy? Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. I am getting over a cold, but I'm doing very well. Yeah, don't have to do the ice skulls. Can just run through. Yeah, there's kind of multiple reasons. So, like, first of all, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Disc 1 skip ruins slots. So right now, like, for the past decade and a half, Final Fantasy VII speedruns have been split into slots and no slots. Slots is the fastest way to play the game. You get Kate Sith's slots limit and then just spam slots on everything and automatically win. But a lot of people found that boring, so that is why the category was split. And no slots is the category that most people run. Any percent no slots is the most popular category of PS1 Final Fantasy VII. And it's basically any percent, but you're not allowed to use slots. So that's the way it's been for like 15 years. But with Disc 1 skip, if Disc 1, you know, if we were to like take a regular speedrunner stance and say like, well, fastest way is fastest way. So like whatever is fastest is what any percent's going to be. If we took that stance, then any percent no slots and any percent slots would both be dead. Those categories would not exist anymore. Because in Disc 1 skip, you cannot get slots. Now, funnily enough, we have disproven that. With this run, we have now disproven that you cannot get slots. You can indeed get slots on PS1 with Disc 1 skip, but it would take forever. So, not recommended. But with our run, we have proven that technically you can get slots, but it would not be faster. So now that slots and no slots are the same, because you don't get Kate Sith, if we were to just take the regular speedrunner handbook and say, hey, it's faster, so that's what any percent is, then we would have to merge no slots and slots into one category and basically destroy 15 years of Final Fantasy VII history. And pretty much anyone that does Disc 1 skip just auto wins and beats all the runs that are currently on the board. So that is the biggest reason why it's probably going to get its own category. The second reason it's going to get its own category is, I wonder if it would make me change party members there if Tifa was not in my party. That wouldn't normally be there. The second reason is just Disc 1 skip is really dumb. Takes 30 minutes to do, is based on an IGT, don't have to watch that cutscene, is based on an IGT, which, unless you're willing to take random IGTs, bottlenecks your run into a specific IGT coming out of Midgar. Which isn't the worst thing in the world. The run used to be bottlenecked all the way up to Cosmo Canyon during old Cosmo Canyon skip. The guys aren't like falling off here. But still, it sucks. Doesn't suck as bad, but still sucks. And yeah, it's obviously a skip that changes the game quite a bit. So there will be people that just don't want to run it. Okay, we're not fighting Genova Death again. So that was a flag. Now what's going to happen here? Okay. It's playing the cutscene. So far, things are normal. So far, there's absolutely no reason to do this. Like, we haven't gotten anything. We didn't even get to, like, get Genova Death experience twice or anything. The only things we could have picked up were stuff that we've already picked up. So there's really no reason to do this, but it's very interesting that so far there's been no issues. This may allow us to re-get the high wind, yeah. That's after getting the buggy, though. So I'll have to test We need to like get the buggy and then do this. It's actually playing the right cutscene. I guess because we're back on disc 2. The game, yeah, I mean, going through this puts us back on disc 2, so yeah. So that's proof that going through the disc change does put you back on disc 2. So that should save the Highwind, yeah. It's just whether or not Junon crashes. If Junon doesn't crash, then this should be a way for us to get our Highwind back on console. Which is kind of insane. Because it's playing like a quarter of the game over just to get Cait Sith. But, you know. Because we gotta, like... At this point, the game moment's so far back. Unless we set up something that we can do to, like, fix... Yeah, but the elevator thing doesn't get us the Highwind back. So we can't fix the Highwind, then it's, like, not worth it. We gotta test the gold chocobo thing. Let's go, Iron. We gotta test the gold chocobo thing, because getting a gold chocobo would be a lot better than doing all this. No, as soon as you get into a fight, or I think enter a field, the Highwind jumps. It's kind of hard to explain, Jack. We're kind of like 6 levels deep right now. I don't think we can finish the game with the buggy because we can't do Midgar raid. Also, Diamond Weapon doesn't appear until you touch the Highwind. Maybe we like... It will, but I don't think this is a good idea on console. Because it's going to take like 9 years. Because after this, we have to do all of Huge Materia Quest again, too. Because there's no way to get our game moment back. Now maybe if we push the game all the way to Diamond Weapon and then do all this, then once we get the Highwind from here, we could just go fight Diamond Weapon, and then it would like fix everything. But I don't know, because Cloud's going to be gone too. So, like, it's going to be kind of wild. Like, it's actually pretty crazy how many different ideas you could do here. Yeah, so for those of you that are just joining, it's kind of hard to explain because we're like 9 levels deep, but basically we redid Cosmo... So we skipped all of Disc 1, right? And then we redid Gold Saucer to get Kate Sith. To see if, like, we could officially get Kate Sith back into the party. Because by skipping Disc 1, we never got Kate Sith. So we did Gold Saucer to get Kate Sith back. But by doing that, we put ourselves back on Disc 1. So then we used the underwater reactor to get us back to Disc 2. But the problem is, when you do Gold Saucer, you unlock the buggy, and the buggy deletes the high wind. And so we now can't finish the game because we don't have the high wind. So we're trying to find a way to get the high wind back. And this works basically just doing the entire Disc 2 part of the game again. But it's definitely not ideal. Kate Sith would be fine, I think. I didn't actually get Kate Sith back on this save. Yeah, but we gotta touch the high wind to make Diamond Weapon appear. I mean, I'm thinking like... See, that's what I was thinking, but... Pet Friend was saying that Diamond Weapon probably disappears off the map once you go to Disc 1. But I guess then we could do all of Disc 2, and then maybe come back? I still really want to get Yuffie, but I don't think it's going to happen. What was the other scene that got us Yuffie back? It's Cosmo Canyon's dead. Cargo ship. So that's got to be dead too, right? I believe Disc 1 skip doesn't work once you get past Mithril Mine or whatever. Like, it either doesn't work or it's just different. Like, the setups are different. I think it doesn't work because you don't get the... You can't do the Zolom glitch anymore. Yeah. So you have to do it then. I can't believe this all worked. I'm genuinely shocked that it actually let you go all the way through here. Twice. And we got the high wind. That's crazy. So, I mean, this would work. If the huge materia stuff works. Can you just keep looping it? No, because now Gold Saucer is fixed. We used Gold Saucer to get us back to Disc 1, but Gold Saucer is now fixed. It might loop one more time if we go get Kate Sith, yeah. We might be able to watch Aerith die 3 times in one playthrough. I thought this was supposed to be the Aerith's Revenge challenge. Instead, we're just killing her over and over. We should get rid of Sid. Although, I guess you don't get to actually watch... Oh, no, we're Tifa, though, so I'd have to go get Cloud before doing this. Because this will break with Tifa. What? Not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting. I was not expecting Dio to just be standing there. Alright, so yeah, we'd have to go get Cloud. Oh my god. That's amazing. Alright. So... I think... I think we should test the gold chocobo thing.